I was in the tub and I had this thought. I was like, what would happen if we lived our life from that feeling of, oh, that would be cool? Could we make money? Could we support ourselves? Could we be provided for? Could we be happy? Could we be resourced? All of these things. And it was an amazing experiment. And I've lived my life this way, where I have the courage to really say yes to my yes and no to my no. And this space for us, 9 days together here, is going to assist us in anchoring into that frequency of like, no, I'm not crazy. There's a group of people here that are doing this together. And we get to practice that feeling. And we get to wait if that feeling's not here. Right. So please share in the chat, like as we go, what's coming up for you? What do you need help with? What are you finding? What insights are you having? So today, actually, I'm just going to read this. This was what it is about, just to give you another sense of it. It's about rewiring your nervous system around desire, joy, pleasure, and inspiration. So instead of living from like, I should do this to be okay in life, coming down here. This is what my book is about, Set Free Your Longing Heart. Okay, so I'm going to help you go from exhausted, lost, filled with doubt, to living your abundant, on purpose, soul-led dream life by following inspiration, joy, desire, and pleasure. I'll call it inspiration and all of its cousins. So here's what we're going to do today. But this meditation, the theme of this meditation today is commitment to a new way of being. Okay, so we're going to set intentions today and we're going to commit. Because what I've found is when we set a fierce intention, the energies that are needed follow, okay? So today is intention setting. I'm going to read this to you and then we're going to go into it just to give you some context of what we're meditating on today. Understanding how to better live an aligned life by following your joy, desires, and divine inspiration in divine integrity. Getting clear on what fears, beliefs, or thoughts and feelings come up and might be standing in the way of you living. Like, that's crazy, Jamie. Can I live this way? How to move forward in slow, small ways. How to let go of the intellectual need to understand this way of being. Can we be willing to let go and let something higher take the wheel? Our divinity, our spirit. That can seem so weird to us at first. Can you follow and co-create with Source? It is safe to let go of the identity you created. And what happens when I follow this feeling, this yes guidance? Okay, so this feels very high vibe. I'm very excited. Let's get started, everybody. I'm going to put this over here. I'm just going to channel with you. So let me give you, oh, we got some more people coming in. Let me give you some music. So you're welcome to play your own music, but I also offer some suggestions in the chat. Okay. And I want you to know, we talked a little bit more today than I will. We'll just kind of get into the next few just so that I could give you a sense of what we're doing. But I will make sure so that you can totally relax yourself if you do need to be somewhere. I will always end at 1/2 the hour. Last thing. On the page where you signed up on the sales page, there is a button at the top that says show all dates, because it doesn't drop down unless you click that button. So if you click that button, you can see all the dates and times so that you can put them all in your calendar if that's helpful. Okay. So let's meditate. So just relax. You can put your music on in the background or allow this to be silent. Okay. And I want you just to give yourself time to enter into this meditative state. Science shows us it can take up to 11 minutes to ground in if we've been kind of going fast today, or momming or dadding like some of you have been doing. And I usually start by swaying a little bit because this regulates your nervous system. So if it feels good to you, imagine that your tailbone is planted in a seabed, right? A Hawaiian, shallow, warm seabed. And it's like this kelp from the base of your spine. And it's just slowly moving. Good. And you can close your eyes if you haven't done so yet. And I really invite you, if swaying feels good, keep it up. If being still feels good, keep that up. And I want you just to intend, I call all of my energy back to me now. I release that which isn't mine to carry. I am behind my eyes. Just put your energy back behind your eyes. I am in my body. And I am enough. Just calling all that beautiful energy back to you. It's safe to be in your own presence, in your own space, connected to your own divinity, your own joy. This way of being is real. Good. So just breathe down into that belly. Let the air move through, out to the arms, out to the feet. Long, slow exhale. Letting the exhale be longer and slower than the inhale. Just breathe into that belly and relax. Good. Soften the body. It's okay that the hardening or the pain or the old way of being is there. We don't need to force it away. We are just gently inviting ourselves into a new direction. It's an add-on. It's like, it's okay where we've been. And let's practice something new. So we don't need to control or force or push away. Just make space for a little softening, a little breath. Good. I am behind my eyes. I am in my body. I am breathing. And my attention is on me. I enter a state and space of stillness within which all the clouds come and go of their own accord. As in this container together, I intend to follow my inspiration, that feeling of joy, desire, pleasure. Aha. Cool. Yeah. Yes. I give myself, and you can say this quietly in your mind, we're setting an intention now. I give myself permission to honor this sacred portal of divinity within me. It is worth more than others may have taught me. It is the source of my money and health and joy and flourishing. I'm sorry to the one in me who didn't know to live this way and who has had to experience the pain of disconnection from this portal. I'm sorry. Just breathe and soften. I intend here tonight to commit to a new way of being. Could I give myself permission to not need to understand it or be good at it yet, but simply commit, intend, devote, point myself in a direction and try and see. I can keep what works, I can release the rest. I can go slowly and practically. I give myself permission to release anything in the way of me and living an inspired life. So just breathe and soften the body. Let your exhales be longer than your inhales. Slow the brainwaves down. As we simply begin to bring into our awareness any fears or assumptions or limitations that may be between us and living this way. Things such as that's not safe, that's not practical, I can't pay my bills, people will think I'm crazy, I won't fit in anymore. I'm going to give you a quiet couple minutes here to just become aware. We don't have to do anything with it. We're just noticing, this way of being Jamie's speaking of, why might I not feel okay living that way? And see what rises into your mind. And with what is arising, we surrender this to our higher source. We surrender this to Holy Spirit, to Creator, to higher self, to your own higher intelligence who knows how to heal this. I surrender all of my fears and beliefs and assumptions, concerns, confusion around this natural way of being to you. Part the seas of my mind and fill it with light, fill it with truth, fill it with love, fill it with wisdom, fill it with a remembrance. Oh, this is safe. This is okay. This is natural. This is lovely. I'm worthy of lovely. And just breathe and let those exhales be longer than the inhales as we allow this rewrite to occur. Leaning back, being in receptive mode. Let the body soften and breathe. You're doing so good. It is safe to trust the knowing of my soul that led me here. I open to my inner vision to point the way. This is real and this is true, and I know that I know that I know that I know. And so for any of these fears and the like that you surrendered, let's just ask this part of us that feels this way what they need in order to eventually one day feel safe letting this fear, this concern go. So, for example, maybe they need you to promise them you'll go slow, or maybe they need acknowledgement of how hard the old way was, or maybe they need reassurance of this new way, or examples of other people living this way. They could tell you anything. So, the part of me that is afraid of living in joy and inspiration and desire as my compass to make my decisions, what would you need to feel safe letting these concerns eventually dissipate? Just be with ourselves and listen. And if it feels good, honoring what they suggest, what you suggest. Maybe it's a promise to be made or a sentence to be said. Soften the body and breathe. We begin to ask ourselves this next question. What would it take for me to allow something higher to take the wheel? Be it my soul, source, heart, divine inspiration, that feeling, instead of trusting the book, the shoulds, the obligations, the practicality, that, oh, wow, yeah. What would it take for me to let that higher inspiration take the wheel? And we're just listening, right? It might take practice, it might take journaling, it might take trust, it might take studying it. Just listen to what you hear. What would it take for me to connect to this divinity within me to take the lead? And it's almost like you're not thinking of the answers, but you're allowing them to dawn on you. We ask our higher mind a question, and then the answers kind of float in, and they feel so peaceful and true. Just breathe and soften the body. Today, I simply set a new intention into my energetic GPS. Surrender that which is in the way of it. Let go of needing to understand it. Ask myself, what would it take to live this way? And take one small, tiny step in that direction. Which could just be the 9 days of meditating. And lastly, what we're going to do is just to ask ourselves, what does that feeling feel like in my body? That inspiration, that joy, that desire, that, oh. And we can ask ourselves this question to kind of notice it. When was a time I felt inspired? And we're not going to note it. We're not going to attach ourselves to the end result. Yeah, but that thing didn't work out, or whatever it may be. Just the feeling. Just the feeling. When was I inspired? Could have been when you were 5, 16, last week. I want you just to connect to that energy inside of you. What does that feel like? That could use any of these words or all of them. That inspiration, joy, desire, pleasure, aha, yesness. Ooh, that. And I want you to notice where that lives in your body and what that feels like. It could be sparkly pressure in your heart, or a deeper breath. It could be anything. We're just noticing that sensation in the body. The more that we practice it, the more that we trust it, the more that we notice it, the more that we attune to it, the more it comes. Just taking this last minute or two. When was a time I felt that way? Or what would it feel like to feel that way? Where is it in my body? And can I just conjure it or bathe in it or breathe it? Let it take up more space in my field for a few breaths. So my body gets used to this way of being. Good. Just allowing yourself now to just collect your energy back to you. I call all of my energy back to me. I release that which is not mine. I can be me and connect at the same time. I am behind my eyes. I am in my body. Noticing all the points of contact between your body and the seat. And just starting to really deepen the breath. Into the belly, into the body. Long, slow exhale. And you can kind of slowly, if it feels good, sway a little bit out of the meditation. Just kind of gradually bringing yourself back to opening your eyes to the room. And please take your time returning. If you enjoyed this journey with me, please check out the description box below for more ways that you can journey deeper.